What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching the Ragin Nation Toy Show. This is just a web series where we talk about toys and collectibles that matter to me. This is episode number 41, and right now what we have going on is New York Toy Fair 2020. Today is Sunday, and I am going to talk about, or rather do a commentary on all the new Transformers Studio series that were revealed for New York Toy Fair 2020. And it's all very exciting because I really love this series, because while the toys for the Transformers live action movie franchise are cool and kind of cool, they weren't 100% movie accurate, and that's why the Studio series exists. I feel like the Studio series is kind of like the Marvel Legends series or the Star Wars Black series. Now G.I. Joe has the what do you call it? Classified series. You know what I'm saying? So Transformers has the Studio series, which is like the definitive series for the movies. So always really excited for new reveals, and we got new reveals. So we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna go from we're gonna start from in no particular order. Let's look at Topspin. Topspin was shown where it was first seen in Transformers Dark of the Moon, and he was one of the wreckers. He had a deluxe class toy, and now we have a new deluxe class toy, and this is way more detailed. Now I'm just looking at the official product photos that were released by Hasbro, and I'm liking this much more than what we had before. I actually had the Topspin figure, the toy, the deluxe class toy, and this actually looks much better. I can't tell you how much better it looks, but it does look better. I mean, like I said, movie accuracy. So there you have it. Let's take a look at the vehicle mode. And the vehicle mode also looks very, very cool. It just, like when you put this next to the actual vehicle, like from the movie, it looks like the way it should. So I'm very happy about that. I have no real, I'm not like crazy excited about it, but I'm just glad that the fact that they're releasing this one, and then there's also a Roadbuster. That means there's going to be a Leadfoot, so you can have that, like a complete set of wreckers, all right? Now, this is something interesting. They decided to release the deluxe class, this is the Soundwave from the movie, from Revenge of the Fallen, but in the satellite form. Now, I always felt that him as a satellite, like, it makes sense. Like, the Walkman from G1 is like an audio device, and thus a form of communication, right? Now this is also a satellite, which is communication technology, right? And this is the accurate version, like a movie accurate version of the way he's supposed to look like. It's kind of funny because it basically looks like Soundwave without legs and on a stand, because his head is still there. So it's a little bit odd, but that's the way he looked. However, I do like the robot mode. Check this out. This is the robot mode, and like I'm wondering, I'm really curious about how simple the transformation is going to be. Do you just fold his legs up and suddenly he's a satellite? Like fold his legs up behind his head, and then he's a satellite. Looks like you would twist his body. But anyways, I like it because of the proportions. Like, nothing is too skinny on one side, and then nothing is too bulky on another side. Like, it just looks perfect. So I'm really excited about the robot mode. So that looks really, really good. Now, this is something I'm excited about. This is Scrapper. And it's, I can't remember, is this supposed to be a deluxe or Voyager class? But let me just check that out right now. I'm gonna just head over to see, like, there's some information about this. It is it's a Voyager class. Surprisingly, it is a Voyager class, which is, this could very well be a deluxe class, just like a lot of other deluxe class Constructicons, but they decided to make it a Voyager class, which is awesome. The bigger the better, but I actually think Voyager class for Scrapper makes more sense than a deluxe and also a leader class. He doesn't need to be a leader class. Voyager class is perfect, so he looks exactly how he would look in the movie, although the left hand with that claw thing should be a little bit bigger, because he did swing it to bust this building in Egypt, but that's still totally fine. And there is this vehicle mode, which looks cool. And you know what's great is that it looks a lot like the G1 vehicle of Scrapper. Now, this is Skipjack. Now, this is interesting. Skipjack is a Voyager class. Basically, it's a repaint of Rampage, which is the red one. And, like, I don't know why this needs to exist. Like, it does exist because if you remember the Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe class toy, they made two versions. There was Rampage in yellow and Rampage in red. And I believe the red one was the Japan Wonderfest exclusive. So they decided to pull the same kind of thing with the Studio Series and make a yellow version, and they're calling it Skipjack. Now, if you don't know what Skipjack is actually, well, he's Rampage, but Skipjack was the concept name for Rampage. And then when you actually look at the credits of Revenge of the Fallen, you will see that there is an actor that voiced Skipjack, right? So this is Skipjack. He's basically the other repainted version of Rampage. Now, why would you want this guy? Well, you know, I kind of want... I want both, and the main reason is because I want one for movie accuracy, but I kind of want the other one because there's a lot of other yellow Constructicons that's part of Devastator, and I'm really curious what more yellow parts would look like as opposed to, you know, like Mixmaster who's gray, and then there's Rampage who's red, and then there's another part that's yellow, and then you know there's so many different colors, right? And Long Haul who's green, but then if you try to change one of them from red to yellow, it might create a more cohesive look to Devastator, right? Not necessarily movie accurate, but more cohesive. Now, this is one that I'm looking forward to. I love how Overload looks because first...
I'm having trouble hearing
you. So, I love how Overload looks. He's a leader class, which is freaking fantastic. Now, leader class is a very loose term these days because I've been looking at a lot of leader class toys in, you know, the various Transformers lines, and leader class isn't really leader class these days, right? It's kind of like leader class box, but Voyager class toy. Anyways, I'm really curious to see how big he's gonna be. But I'm loving this look because there was no real expectations for Overload. A lot of people, I mean, we never saw what Overload looks like as a toy, except we saw concept art, and I remember that concept art, and this looks a lot like the concept art. Obviously this is based off the concept art, and also there was the Easy Collection Devastator, and there was a Overload toy, and I remember it looked kind of like this, but obviously Easy Collection, Legend class, you can't really tell how much detail there is. This is what it looks like. I freaking love how he looks. In fact, he's one of my... If he really looks like this in the toy form, because this is a promotional product shot, I'm really happy. So that looks really cool. And there he is. And, you know, I'm really not sure what kind of vehicle he is because, like, what is that thing in the back over there that looks like a Mixmaster part? But anyways, I'm still loving this. Like, I'm loving it like I'm loving McDonald's. Sentinel Prime. Now, this is a movie accurate version. I have the leader class, which I'm now gonna not keep anymore because I want to just keep my toy collection for Transformers consistent, and I'm gonna go with the Studio Series. He is a Voyager class. Now, that's a little bit disappointing because I feel that he should be a leader class. He's he's a main character, a main villain, and one of the better villains in the movies. He deserves a leader class toy, just like Megatron. But they decided to go with a Studio Series Voyager class, but it's still movie accurate, so that's still pretty awesome. I can tell right away that he looks way closer to the actual movie version than he does with the leader class, like just by looking at his chest. Now here is the vehicle mode, and I have no complaints there. It still looks like the fire truck. Now this is something I'm really excited about. I freaking love Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper is the way he should look. And you know, this is Travis Knight's Bumblebee design. I mean, from the Bumblebee movie. And it's a this Cliff Jumper could very well be in any other line in Transformers. Not necessarily Studio Series, but like it could be in the Siege line. It could be like what's the other line? Yeah, the Siege line, War for Cybertron. It could be the Siege line. What am I talking about? What other lines are there? But anyways, yeah. this could very well be there, and it would still be like, it would be accurate to that series because it looks G1 to me. It totally looks G1, despite the face, which is still something I think is very, very cool. I like the way he looks. I like the entire aesthetic of it, and it looks perfect. So I love Cliffjumper the most so far from what I've seen. And this is his Cybertron mode, which is still very, very cool. I have no complaints there. This is how he looked in the movie. Blitzwing. I'm so glad that we finally got a Blitzwing figure for I think it's Voyager class. Let me just double check that. It is yeah, it's is it Voyager class? Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. It's a Voyager class, so it's going to be a really good size. And you know, I love the design of Blitzwing in the movie, and it looks like this line is complete. We got every single character aside from, you know, the ones that were in the ones that had very tiny screen time in the Cybertron battle in Bumblebee. We got everything else. So the line is complete. Travis Knight's Bumblebee movie. Everybody has every character has toys now, so that's freaking awesome. There is the jet mode, and there you have it. So really excited about that. I'm loving these reveals, and I want to get them all. There's not a single product in here that I don't want to get, because actually, you know, collecting all these toys is a little bit difficult because, you know, eventually you run out of space, shelf space, but they're coming out with such great character toys in this line that you really want to get them all. The thing is that I've been downsizing my Studio Series collection. I haven't even opened everything yet, but I'm already downsizing because, you know, there's repaints and there's characters we've never actually seen in the movie. There's like versions of characters that are like pretty much, you know, they were in the movie, but then they're essentially just repaints of another movie with it, like they change things around. Now what I want to do at this point is I want to talk about 3 Studio Series Deluxes that are revealed a few weeks ago, but I never talked about them. So I'm going to start off with the Jeep Bumblebee, which looks great. Okay, I really love the fact that they decided to make a Jeep Bumblebee. The Jeep Bumblebee was revealed or rather shown in the Bumblebee film, the live-action film from Travis Knight, and we got this version, and I love that, you know, the Jeep version looks so good. Like this is a good-looking Jeep. And then it's basically a Jeep version of Bumblebee. It looks fantastic. And now we have Roadbuster, which already looks awesome. Like the vehicle mode looks great because like this is how he looks in the movie. And then of course you have the robot mode, which has more detail there. It has so much more detail. There is the back kibble. But I'm still really loving all the detailed parts, like from head to toe. There's just all the different colors, and it just goes so well. Everything just works here. And then finally, my favorite piece is the jet version of Shatter. Now, we're getting Shatter not as a triple changer, but I mean, even though she is a triple changer, just like Dropkick is, we already have the deluxe toy for one mode and deluxe toy for another mode, which is totally cool. I'm totally happy with that because look at, first of all, the jet mode looks great, but this robot mode looks fantastic because you got all the jet parts, but then the car parts are there, right? They do their best to make this toy so movie accurate. They kept all the car parts, nothing is compromised, and I'm just loving that the jet parts just work so well with this robot mode because like you have the wings there and it just adds to that you know, it really adds to that the I guess the menacing look of it. It's very imposing when you have those parts to it. I mean, imagine if those parts were taken off. You know, it would just look like a very like not very substantial figure, right? The fact that the wings are in the back, it just works. I really love this. In this particular wave, the Shatter is my favorite. And that is that. Man, the studio line is just getting better and better. There's so many pieces there. I mean, look at it. We're up to like number 66 now. So there's a lot of characters in this line, and wow. I mean, I don't even have them all, but I'm like, my original idea was to collect every single studio series, but like to have 66 different character toys for the movie line, it's just a bit much. So I really have to downsize and really focus on the ones that I really, really want. But so far, everything that I've talked about in this video, I want them all. Okay. Anyways, it's been an awesome New York Toy Fair. A lot of great reveals. So there you have it. Which one is your favorite? You could rank them in the comment section below, or just tell me the ones you want to get. As always, if you enjoyed this video, you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.